We've got new tool announcements from Milwaukee, Bosch, Klein, Ego, and Harbor Freight. Plus fans, knives, bizarre sockets, bandsaws, electric ratchets, track saws, and more. And of course, another platinum tool deal from Ohio Power Tool. This is the Tool Show. Welcome back, tool fans. I'm Rob. Sarah's out sick, but we've got a metric stump ton of tool news this week, and we're starting off with Klein, who announced a new ModBox dual beam area light. It's a 2-in-1 flood and spotlight that can operate independently or simultaneously with 360-degree rotation and up to 3,000 lumens of output. This portable light features multiple mounting options for hands-free use, including ModBox rail compatibility, magnetic base, and hanging hook. It's also water resistant and suitable for indoor and outdoor use. You can even use it to charge your small electronics through a USB-A port. No word yet on pricing or availability. Ego likes to improve its popular push mower line every year, and it looks like 2025 will be no different. This is the LM2236 SP Ego Power Plus mower, 22-inch super composite deck with select cut system. It features 10.6 foot-pounds of torque, driving the adjustable blade speed up to 3,200 RPM. That power creates lift for a better cut. The durable 22-inch super composite deck is optimized for powerful torque and fast blade speeds, and is protected by a 10-year limited warranty. The multi-blade system lets you customize your cut to your grass and offers interchangeable high-performance and high-lift bagging blades. The Ego Touch Drive system lets you adjust the variable speed self-propel up to 3.1 miles per hour. It can cut up to 75 minutes on a single 10-amp-hour battery. Not enough? Well, then you'll want to step up to the new LM2244 SP, which has one significant additional feature: dual battery ports, which means you can drop twice the power capacity into this thing and mow a lot longer. This is something I've wanted in my Ego mower for a long time, and based on their numbers, I don't expect it to disappoint. They say to expect up to 90 minutes with two 6-amp-hour batteries, so I'm assuming we could hit 3 hours of runtime with a pair of 12s. Now, I don't think many people walk behind a mower for 3 hours, but what this means to me is that I can use the extra capacity to run at high power modes and never worry about running out. Both mowers are available now at ohiopowertool.com, with the 36 ringing up at $900 with a single 10-amp-hour battery, or the 44 at $999 with a pair of 6-amp hours. Harbor Freight has a new foldable under-hood light in the Braun line that features 2,000 lumens of light. It extends up to 75 inches to fit in most vehicle hoods. You can adjust the light up to 360 degrees for precise light positioning. The non-marring padded hanging hooks keep the light in place. It can fold down to only 25.75 inches long for easy storage too. It has a rechargeable lithium-ion battery that works while charging, thank you for that, and will run up to 11 hours on a single charge. It has 3 light modes: high, low, and strobe. Now, I thought maybe the strobe feature was like a timing light, but it doesn't appear to be adjustable. So if any of you mechanics can kindly explain to me why you need a set speed strobe light in your engine bay, I'm always happy to learn something new. Thanks. The world of concrete is underway, and that means a ton of new tools coming out from some of our favorite tool brands. We're going to start with Bosch, who announced a bunch of new tools and shared their plans for a new multi-year ad campaign that will launch with a commercial during the Super Bowl, featuring the tagline, quote, "The more you Bosch, the more you feel like a Bosch." I have no visuals for that just yet, but considering this came from the brand that turned all of their tools into angry cartoons a few years back, I already can't wait to see it. As for the tools, let's start with the GSH 18V5L Pro Factor 18-volt SDS Max Demolition Hammer. It delivers 6.3 foot-pounds of impact energy, but weighs only 11.7 pounds, making it perfect for downward, horizontal, and horizontal over-the-shoulder applications. It also has an anti-vibration system to promote comfort on the job. Now this is the GST 18V37 18-volt brushless top-handle jigsaw. It boasts up to 3,300 SPM, has 4-stage orbital action, and a variable speed dial for better controlled cutting. The new GLL 33042 CGL 12-volt plane laser is powered by a rechargeable 12-volt max battery, or AA's, which is a feature I can appreciate for when you're in a pinch. It's IP65 rated for dust-tight and water-resistant durabilities in tough job site conditions. This is the GSA 18V126 Pro Factor 18-volt 1¼ reciprocating saw. It's got kickback control for managing bind-ups, 6 speed settings to tailor the performance to the task at hand, and end-of-cut detection that stops the tool once the blade exits the material. That sounds like a genius move, but at the same time, I can't help but wonder if that's going to make the tool stop if I let up on the cut, but we'll have to wait and see. And finally, the GLF 18-volt 25 18V laminate trim router, which has 0.8 horsepower corded equivalent power and variable speeds of 10,000 to 30,000 RPM. It's got a cool drop detection feature that shuts off the router if it falls, which is a huge fear of mine. I like my foops. It also has restart protection that prevents the router from accidentally start up when you're swapping out the batteries. Now, there's no price or availability info just yet for the new Bosch tools, and there are many more tools we'll be highlighting in the coming weeks, so stay tuned. Of course, Milwaukee's at World of Concrete with a bunch of new toys as well, some of which we've already previewed as far back as Pipeline, but we'll take a look at each one just in case. Starting off with the new MX Fuel backpack blower. That's right, now you can strap their heaviest battery to your back and match the power of a 63cc gas blower without all the noise, oil, gas, or maintenance. It delivers 800 CFM at 190 miles an hour and 30 newtons of blowing force while maintaining only 64 decibels of sound. It has 3 performance settings ranging from 17 newtons for 45 minutes or up to 30 newtons for 20 minutes. That's of course with an MX Forge 12 amp hour battery. It also has one key for tracking and management. It'll arrive in April. Next is the all-new M18 and M12 Gangbox Rapid Charger. It's uniquely designed for users working out of gang boxes and other steel storage spaces on commercial job sites. It has a strong magnetic base so you can easily mount it in multiple different orientations. It includes a 450 lumen floodlight, which is pretty clever, 4 M18 bays and 2 M12, but a maximum of 4 bays can be used at once as the M12 batteries extend into one of the M18 bays. It can simultaneously charge 2 batteries at once and move on to the next 2 when they're done. It also has 2 USB-C 15-watt ports for charging small electronics. It should arrive sometime in Q3 of this year. In just 2 months, we'll finally get the Milwaukee Power Manager, which we've featured several times on the show already. Essentially, it's a 12-socket power distributor that runs on either a 15 or 20 amp circuit and automatically sends power to up to 12 different battery chargers in sequence, protecting the circuit while charging all your batteries overnight. We've also already covered the M18 Fuel 7¼ inch rear handle circular saw that features the next generation of fuel system with a new Power State brushless motor, a new advanced RedLink Plus, and of course the ability to truly utilize the new power found in the M18 Forge battery line. This thing still looks great, but unfortunately it looks like it won't arrive until Q3 of this year. Bummer. There's also a new M18 Fuel 7¼ inch circular saw with the same upgraded guts, but this time it includes one key. As the previously reported on version, this one has more power, auto stop advanced kickback protection, and VacLink wireless dust control. This one also won't arrive until Q3. This, however, is new, the M18 Fuel No. 10 rebar cutter. It aims to empower iron workers with faster cutting, increased cuts per charge, and cold cuts with less sparks than abrasive wheels. It'll cut through No. 5 bar in just 2 seconds. With a 6 amp hour battery, it'll make those cuts 240 times on a single charge. It also has rapid stop braking systems that stops the blade in under a second. The new M18 Fuel No. 10 rebar cutter will arrive in Q2 of 2025. In April, we finally get the new M18 Fuel 5/8 inch SDS Plus rotary hammer and Hammer Vac dedicated dust extractor kit. They say it's the fastest in its class when drilling 3/8 inch holes. And with a tiny CP 3.0 battery, it'll still drill a 1/4 inch by 2 inch hole up to 89 times. Its Power State motor delivers 1.3 foot-pounds of impact energy, 1400 RPM, and 5000 BPM. The M18 Fuel Hammer Vac 5/8 inch dedicated dust extractor is powered by and directly connected to the rotary hammer. When paired together, they still only weigh 7 pounds all in, making this perfect for hard-to-reach applications. It's got AVS for maximum comfort, auto stop for kickback control, shadowless lighting, and an integrated hang hook for functional storage. The modes include drill, hammer drill, and chisel mode. That giant M18 Fuel 9-gallon dual battery dust extractor with pack-out capabilities and VacLink was first shown to us a full year ago at World of Concrete 2024. Milwaukee is now committed to getting it to us by Q2. A quick recap, this is a 9-gallon dust extractor with pack-out mounting points on top, an integrated AC plug for when your M18 batteries run out, VacLink for remotely controlling it with your VacLink-compatible Milwaukee tools, wet cleanup mode, and a 10-foot anti-static hose. It's gonna be expensive, guys, mark my words. Managing a job site can be a Herculean task. Scheduling various trades, clocking in and out, training, and general communications are just as important as they are complex. And that's where Connecteam comes in. Connecteam is a mobile-first, all-in-one employee management app designed to help construction companies communicate, engage, retain, and train employees all in one place. You'll manage scheduling that highlights your employees' availability, qualifications, and preferences right at your fingertips. You can attach location, notes, and tasks so your tradespeople can get right to work. The time clock feature allows your crew to clock in and out right from their phones, and GPS tracking means everyone clocks in at the right location and on time. And it all integrates with your payroll system. The training and onboarding feature digitizes the entire process, including training materials, forms, and it tracks completion status. Job training can be completed right on their phones. You can easily update your materials anytime to keep up with the latest policies and compliance. You can create forms and checklists customized to the job at hand. You can gather field data, safety reports, job checklists, and incident documentation. You can even keep all staff licenses and certifications and registrations digitally organized and up to date. But most importantly, communication. Share company updates and announcements through a social media inspired feed that your users will easily recognize and understand. You can deliver critical safety updates and get read confirmations, ensuring everybody gets the message. Plus, businesses with up to 10 employees get Connecteam completely free. So if you're managing a crew of tradespeople, click the link in our description, install the app for yourself, and upgrade your operational efficiency in just a few clicks. There are a bunch of really great tool videos this week, and we want to make sure that you don't miss them. Starting at Tech Made Easy, who was one of the first to get Ego's new 10-inch baby misting fan. Project Pine Hills has a new O-Knife U1 Pro and compares it to Milwaukee's Fastback. And would you look at that donut-themed livery? I didn't know this about myself, but apparently I'll buy just about any tool if you dip it in pink and add sprinkles. I want it. Ohio Power Tool takes a close look at Klein's new ModBox wire spool dispenser. That thing looks awesome. Freaking love seeing these trade-specific modular toolboxes. Torque Test Channel is playing with some rather interesting impact sockets and breaking them, of course. Shop Tool Reviews test the new Milwaukee M18 Fuel Deep Cut Bandsaw. Matt at 731 Woodworks thinks the new M12 cordless sanders might just be a threat to their corded rivals, including Festool. Morgan's Maintenance has a cool new Vito tool and meter pouch. I want one of those just for wearing around the house. Addicted to Tools is testing an unusual electric ratchet set from a tool company called Vessel, which I don't think that we can get here in the States, but it looks like a great tool and a fairly complete kit. Over on Dave Does DIY, Dave shared a detailed review of the Milwaukee track saw and the super cool red anodized Milwaukee track that isn't available in the States. I am Jack's unbridled jealousy. Taylor at Tinker with Tools has Flex's new 2 amp hour stacked lithium battery that looks to make all of your Flex tools more powerful, but also much lighter. And as a Flex user, yes please. Richard over at Finished Carpentry TV gathered 3 very different miter fences ranging from $10 to $425. Now I almost didn't mention this, but Todd over at Project Farms is testing hair dryers this week. Even if you don't use one though, the testing of course is fun to watch, and it's worth it to see Todd in his wig at the end. And last of all, our buddy Jim over at Philly Fix published a Best Impact Driver of 2025 testing video a couple of weeks ago, and I somehow missed it. I'm still sharing it now because it's just about a masterclass on tool testing for YouTube. Jim has made a bunch of great head-to-head videos in the past, but a few new additions to his format make this tool test impossible to turn away from. His new charts make it super easy to watch the testing process and immediately see what impacts are doing well and which ones are not. So if you like tool testing, head over there and give him a watch, a sub, a share, and a comment. He's worth it. Moving on to our weekly platinum tool deal from Ohio Power Tool. This week, our code will give you $50 off a $100 purchase or more of any in-stock DeWalt. But remember, the code we're about to give you will only work for the first 25 people who use it. So be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so you never miss a deal on Friday nights. All right, the code you need is TS38940. Good luck. I want to thank Connecteam and Ohio Power Tool for sponsoring this episode. We couldn't make the tool show without you. If you can, help a neighbor this weekend, and Sarah and I will see you next week.